Well, it's nice to see a smiling Mensur Suljovic, clearly popular with the Minehead crowd this weekend. This is game 7 of 9 on stage 2. Wesley Plaisier, the first non-tour card holder to compete this weekend. I say that, Connor Scott is soon to get underway against Martin Lukeman over on the main stage. But Wesley Plaisier here, without a tour card, as the number 21 seed. A quite superb achievement, and that was aided not just by his victory against Josh Rock in Players' Championship 28, becoming just the 4th member of the exclusive non-tour card holder Pro Tour winners, but earlier in the summer he reached back-to-back finals, losing out to Ross Smith and Johnny Clayton. Wesley Plaisier has finally got what he's coveted for years now. He will be playing full-time Pro Tour darts for 2025 and 26. He is a player who has got a really big ceiling, had some disappointment in his career, but he'll be looking to the future now, and he'll think it's a bright future. So will Mensur Suljovic, who has had a mini revival, it's safe to say, in 2024. Not to the levels where he was winning the Champions League, or where he was losing the match play final to Gary Anderson, one of the greatest games of darts ever seen. However, he's been getting some good results. He's back in the World Championship, back at the Players' Championship finals, and he looks like he's going to be retaining his professional status, which at the start of the year seemed unlikely.
That's correct. We were all fairly worried that Suljovic was going to have to go back to Q school. But at this point in time, he has revived his form. He's revived his love for the sport. It's great to see. But already he knows that Plaisier is going to be very hard to stop. I love what you were saying as well about how he's coveted being a PDC full-time player.
54.
It's almost as if what he's done prior to the start of 2025, it was almost his apprenticeship.
41.
To be ready for the Pro Tour. But he's done an awful lot in that apprenticeship. 2-time World Master. He is not going to defend that title next year.
44.
But he's won it in 2 different countries. And he's now got a Pro Tour title, adding to a Challenge Tour title this season. He's almost done everything this year.
140.
Yep, Dutch Open finalist, losing out to Jarno Bottenberg. He's got into the Players' Championship finals without a tour card. He very nearly did it from the European Tour. It was on countback he lost out to Christoph Ratajski.
Wesley, you require 140.
This boy can play.
100.
You may as well get used to seeing him because he's going to be around a while. Suljovic has already been around a while.
180.
Well, not sick of him yet.
40.
And look at that for a first leg from Wesley.
Wesley Plaisier.
It's almost as if you're
Second
saying
leg, it's Wesley
plays here.
Yep, you could say that, because it's the second time he's played here this year. He was in the UK Open.
43.
Ironically, playing Connor Scott, the 2 Challenge Tour tour card winners. And we were talking last night, there is a little subplot to this game as well, because Plaisier and Scott, they're the top 2 from the Challenge Tour. They've got their tour cards. There is a realistic chance that both could end the year in the top 64, which means Christian Kist at number 3 and Alexander Merckx at number
42.
4 will be watching the next half an hour intently. They'll be willing their Challenge Tour rivals for this year on.
Yes, they want Plaisier and Scott to keep winning. If they do,
140.
those 2 players from the Netherlands might not have to go to Kalka in Germany straight after the Worlds. That Q school starts within a matter of days
140.
of Ali Paliende.
Yes, Ali Pali ends January the 3rd. Q school starts January the 6th. Virtually no turnaround. Those 2 players mentioned will be going to Alexandra Palace because Plaisier and Scott qualified via the Pro Tour order of merit. So the 2 challenge tour places were designated to them.
I'm sure Christian is very, very happy about the fact that he's
180.
not going to draw Luke Littler in the first round this year.
Mensur, you require 161.
Don't leave Mensur on 161. Apparently you can.
Yes, Michael van Gerwen found that out the hard way, didn't he?
That's been replayed more than anything else
84.
on social media over the last couple of years.
Wesley, you require
What a moment it
96.
was. But Wesley looking for 96. Can't get the amount that he needs to get to the double.
38. Fraction 36. Mensur, you require 77.
It's going to be tops for Mensur.
37.
Just above the target, and he is disgusted with himself.
Wesley, you require
Do you
60.
think this first single for Wesley is going to be in the way? Think again, because he's so tall. He can see right over the top of that.
20.
Too far over the top.
Mensur, you require 40.
He likes that very much.
Mensur
Could have been
Suljovic.
2-0 down, but he is very much in touch with Plaisier now. There have been lots of changes for Mensur over the last
Third
couple of
leg,
years.
it's
He's got a new
Mensur
dart
to
now.
throw first. Game on.
Front-loaded, longer point. The style hasn't changed. But when you need to recover form-wise, sometimes you need a barrel that is just a bit easier to throw. And it feels as if
82.
this barrel has given him that.
Yeah, we can't overlook his achievement in the World Cup this year as well.
100.
Reaching the final, along with Roby John Rodriguez. That allowed him to play in the Grand Slam.
Yeah, two-time finalist now with the same partner. But it looks like Roby John Rodriguez is going to be losing his tour card as well. Unless something
134.
dramatic happens in the next few days.
Well, he can take inspiration from his brother because Rusty Jake came through the last chance qualifier last year.
140.
He will return. And Plaisier just needs to get back on that first dart.
Second one's all right.
100.
Means in
Mensur, you
130,
require
but
16.
you'd expect Mensur Suljovic to tidy this leg up. On the wire. Cross for double four. Oh, that was an early bust.
Game shot,
That
the
one's
third
in.
leg. Mensur Suljovic. Fourth leg, Wesley to throw first.
And after a splendid start to the game from Wesley Plaisier, things have just derailed slightly.
95.
Interesting to note that Mensur, when he made his debut in this tournament, was back in 2015. And he made the semi-finals in his debut attempt. He ended up losing
97.
to Adrian Lewis in those semi-finals in a bit of a tonking. Adrian won by 11 legs to 1. But he did average over
81.
103.
You look at the cast list who he beat: Mervyn King, Michael Smith and Ian White. Now back in 2015, that's about as tough a 3 games as you could ask for.
Pretty much.
140.
He has never made the final session since. Didn't actually make the tournament
54.
in 2018. But it hasn't been a happy hunting ground, Minehead, ever since it came here, really.
140.
Some people, I was saying this earlier, some people love playing here, some people don't.
171. Mensur require 124.
However, he could find himself 3-1 down. 14 or treble. That leaves the bullseye.
99.
Not quite on point there.
Wesley,
This is a big visit for Wesley Plaisier.
He couldn't get a 60 check out. But he does get the ton, and he's back in this one at 2-2.
Fifth leg, Mensur to throw first.
In the last few years, Mensur has lost to James Wade. He's lost to Callan Ridge. Ridge is gone from this tournament, and so is James Wade. So if he gets through a certain Plaisier right now, he's not going to have to worry about the two people that have beaten him the last couple of years.
Well, the last game that Suljovic played in this tournament was notable for him being 5-1 down against James Wade. He kept missing double 12 for an outshot. And then
81.
In what could have been the final leg, kept throwing at double 12. Wasn't taking it seriously, clearly felt he'd given up. Somehow won the leg, but then lost to Wade anyway.
83.
Good old Mensur.
Hard to believe that it is now 8+ years since he won his first ranking title in the PDC. That was in Reset in 2016. That was a tournament he probably should have lost in the final to Kim Huybrechts.
99.
But he is without a doubt the most successful Austrian player the PDC has ever seen. He, like Ratajski and Kruchma and some other players from that part of the world, they have held their countries on their shoulders. That comes with its own pressures. Sometimes they need a bit of assistance from somebody else. Suljovic has had that from Zoran Lerchbacher and the Roby John
134. Mensur requires 63.
Rodriguez clan, but predominantly it's been Mensur who has shouldered that responsibility for Austria. Is he unsure as to how to get this? Apparently not. Double 12.
That's how you do it, Mensur.
Fifth leg, Mensur Suljovic.
Straight in.
Sixth leg, Wesley to throw first.
Just took his time with the pause. I'm not sure if it was him just working out the numbers, but it's a pause that worked to good effect.
I think we should let everybody know, if you're not watching the main stage as well as this, because we are very aware that people have multiple devices to be able to watch both boards, but Jeffrey de Graaf has taken out Ryan
97.
Searle. He's going to have a weekend at home ahead of the World Championship draw. It's heavy metal, so not an ideal tournament for him. He's probably home already.
90.
But we said there was a real risk that Martin Lukman could have a Grand Slam hangover. He's 4-1 down to Connor Scott right now. That is a doubly hard match for him. One, off the back of Wolverhampton, and secondly, he's playing his practice partner.
100.
Yeah, those two know an awful lot about each other. For Connor Scott, you can easily say that losing his tour card at the back end of last year, best thing that could have happened to him.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. I think it was just a matter of time before he got his way back to the tour.
57.
He is going to be very, very hard to beat next year. But it's difficult going from being able to play in a lot of things to just the Pro Tour. This is something that Wesley's going to face in the next few months. No WDF, no other stuff. It's purely Pro Tour stuff that he will be allowed to play, and the odd independent thing. So the responsibility for yourself is to make sure that you are sharp enough
100
every time you do play. And he did have the option of taking a spot at Lakeside in a couple of weeks. or
90.
go to the palace, but he said, I
Mensur,
want
you
Ali
require
Pali,
147.
because he knows he can do damage.
Yeah, Scott likewise. Mensur could do a lot of damage here to Wesley's chances. He wants treble 17. He now wants double 18.
$36 left. For a moment there, Mensur thought he had double 8 left. It's a good job he checked. Referee Garen Roderick has told him 36 left.
129. Wesley, you require 82.
Albeit a stop-start one. Plaisier is looking for the bull first. 17 for tops.
Tops it is for a level game.
62.
That could be a costly miss, because
Mensur,
this
you
one is
require
next door
18.
to something very familiar. And wow, Suljovic is not going to go for it. Majestic marker.
2.
But he can't find the marker.
It's
Wesley,
a
you
reprieve
require
that Wesley
20.
probably thought he wasn't going to get. Double 10 for the Dutchman.
In
Nicely
charge of the
done.
sixth leg. Wesley Plaisier.
And he hits it in the part of
Seventh
double
leg
10
Mensur to
where you
throw
are
free.
aiming for. If you hit double 6, happy accident, up for double 4. Double 15, sorry, take your dart out.
54.
If you hit double 10 in the bottom half, okay, move on, go to the next leg. But I assure you, most top pros are going for the top half. James Wade has proven
140.
over the last 20 years that going for double 10, you can get a lot of joy going for the top bit of it. It's a good game, this. Both averaging mid-90s. 3 maximums in the match. So I beg your pardon, there's 5. Make that 6.
180.
Well, they were grouped so tightly together, Garen had to have a closer look.
75.
Yeah, we just need one referee. We don't need a VAR.
Please no. Please no one get ideas of that.
It's not going to happen. Don't need it. We've got wires on the dartboard. Don't need to draw any other lines or get anybody else
44.
engaged.
Darts' own version of goal line technology.
We've already got a Hawkeye as well, but
93.
he's out. That is the perfect first start for Suljovic. He can work with it so much. And
100.
walking away with a ton is disappointing.
He could have gone to the bullseye there to leave a simpler finish, but he just wanted to try and pile in the treble 20s.
137.
That's good
Mensur,
for
you require
Plaisier.
123.
This would be better than good. Bull.
98.
My word, that was close. Now Wesley can take the lead.
Wesley, you require 56.
This one is like a Newton's cradle, this game. It's so backwards and forwards. And what's that? That is serendipitous. It's double 12.
Double 6. Oh, he's got it.
In the seventh leg.
What a way to take out
Wesley
56. Let me assure you, that dart that hit the double, that was not a good dart.
It wasn't. That's missed where he was aiming for by a good 2
Eighth leg is
centimetres.
Wesley to throw
At
first.
least.
Game on.
I was just praying moments like that Suljovic didn't actually see what he did, because it would make him feel even worse.
59.
Yeah, you'd hope he'd have his back turned. Mensur could have won this game. He's had darts to win every leg bar the first.
Later score on the main stage, Connor Scott 5, Lukman 2.
100.
If you like feisty darts, you might want to stick around, because Suter against Watamina's next after this.
140.
One of the most accomplished things that Wesley has in his armoury is that those darts are quite bulbous, and he's still able to get them very close together. He doesn't use a very long point either.
125.
Yeah, you'd think there's more tungsten to ricochet off, but he is still a very good scorer. Was looking for 3 treble 18s to leave 140.
You think as well how many players over the years have defended a World Masters title. He's in some pretty esteemed company.
140.
And that finally beat Kai Gotthard of Germany, who won the PDC European Super League. He's going to be at Alexandra Palace.
100. Mensur, you require 136.
Disappointing ton for Wesley. Something more presentable than 110. May not matter. If Mensur hits double 8.
128.
He's giving himself so many chances in this game.
Wesley, you require 110.
That's why his shoulders have slumped, because he's missed a lot of chances.
That leaves tops. Takes a pause.
70.
Maybe he shouldn't have done.
Mensur, you
He took the
require
pause,
8.
but he doesn't take applause.
Game
It's
shot
Mensur who
in the
does.
Mensur,
And he's
Suljovic.
grinding right now. He really wants the next round. He wants that crack at Ross Smith or Dimitri Vandenberg. And that's a game that doesn't take place until well into tonight's session.
Scheduled to be the last game of the night on stage 2.
9th flag, it's Mensur to throw first. Game on.
.23 places apart in the seedings, these two. Suljovic at 44. Plaisier at 21.
140.
A 140 start and a thumbs up already from Mensur.
140.
You're only allowed a thumbs up if you hit a 180 and your name's Andrew Gilding.
Has he copyrighted it?
He should do. You know the big foam fingers you can get at American football and hockey games?
I've been speaking to Johnny Clayton many times.
96.
Saying he's got to get a ferret foam finger. If he doesn't, he's missing a trick.
We'll be seeing Ferret on stage 2 later this evening.
100.
He'll take on Florian Hempel in the second game of the session.
That's not an ideal dart. He has to move. And the problem with starting
57.
that exchange on 20s is if you miss the 60, you're not going to leave a finish unless you get 2 trebles. You're better off starting on the 19s.
39.
Plaisier does miss. It is usually left because of the way his body swivels when he throws. He goes from a central position to where the right shoulder comes through to the middle. He's like a sprinkler head moving anti-clockwise.
57.
It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still a technical flaw.
He does have one of those throws where if it is maybe 1 percentage point off,
125.
you are going to notice the difference.
Mensur, you require
that's right.
151.
Absolutely right. Such a massive, massive exchange coming in now.
91.
Suljovic is well placed.
Wesley, you
But
require
if Wesley hits
97.
this, he breaks and he has a chance to serve it up for 6-4.
Low and left again.
Then just left.
27.
Well, that could have gone better.
Mensur, you require 60.
Through his career, he hasn't even liked tops. He couldn't have asked for a better guide for tops. He has dragged that an
28.
inch and a half left. That's maybe the worst dart he's thrown all
Wesley, you
match.
require 70.
It's up to Plaisier to make him feel it.
Leaves double 8. Bit surprised given how good he's been on tops. Could have left chops with treble 10, but decides to go for double 8. Wesley Plaisier breaks the throw. He is a leg away from victory. And potentially a rematch with Ross Smith after that Pro Tour final earlier this year.
It's Wesley to throw first. Game on.
I've never understood why people snatch their darts out the board. I just don't understand it.
109.
You've just gone 5-4 up. You must be really pleased about that. Don't snatch the darts out the board. I think that's bad etiquette. But it happens a lot these days.
96.
We wouldn't ever come across any YouTube footage of you doing it, would we?
No, not at all. I was taught as a very young man to take your darts from the board respectfully.
85.
But in the heat of battle, when the adrenaline is pumping, sometimes we do things that we maybe don't even realise. And Plaisier is sprinting for the line all of a sudden. Suljovic is in huge trouble.
99.
Well, it was a very strong opening gambit from Plaisier, and it might be a strong closing one too.
And he might just be about to join Connor Scott in the next round.
81.
Lookman has lost 6-4. Not really a shock.
Yeah, for the factors that we mentioned, both Lookman being tired from the Grand Slam,
59.
and Connor Scott being in form, full of confidence,
Wesley
and
require
allowed to almost free roll this
155.
tournament.
Absolutely. This is a match-winning chance. Leaving a double he will take.
99.
That is more than sufficient.
Well, Mensur Suljovic will leave this game with plenty of regrets, and it might be a bookend that he doesn't want.
99.
Didn't have a dart at double in the first leg, has had darts at
Wesley
double in
require
every leg
56.
since, apart from this one. Tops for Plaisier to seal a 6-4 win. Now double 10.
Game.
On debut, Wesley Plaisier makes it through to round 2.